Utaha 先輩を。
大家好and Utaha fan. I've had the ROG Ally for about a week and it's time for an unboxing and impressions video. In short, this is a fantastic gaming handheld for Bishoujo gamer and emulation fan. So chill and relax, grab a cup of tea or coffee. Let's dive right in. The ROG Allies come in this compact sturdy silver box with its silhouettes on the cover. I like this understated design, so good job there Asus in terms of first impression. Here's what comes in the box, the device itself. Believe it are boxes which contains a 65-watt charger which you need to use for 30-watt turbo mode and the obligatory paperwork. Also is the world's most basic table stand, which actually works by the way. Picking the ROG Ally up for the first time, it feels surprisingly light. I find the Ally very comfortable to hold, even more so than the Steam Deck. Weight distribution is good. It can get hot when in turbo mode, but the part where your hands are remains cool and comfortable as the air fan blows the hot air out from the top. In terms of actual experience using the ROG Ally, it has been smooth so far. Maybe I've been lucky, as I've read people's experience varies when setting this up. Honestly, I spend more time setting up emulation than all the other updates and tinkering required to get it going. My experience so far with the Armory Crate software has been mostly positive. It's not perfect, but it's miles better than the PC Crate software. There's always the window being Windows issues, and you are greeted with 2 to 3 hours of initial update before you can jump into gaming. Other than that, Armory Crate has been surprisingly stable, at least for me. I haven't experienced too many issues so far, other than a few times where I have to reboot, which usually solve the problem. That said, it's not perfect, far from it, and you will see a few times on this video where I stumble with the control mode, especially when using RetroArt for emulations. The 16:9 IPS display is vibrant and looks great. Colors pop and actions look buttery smooth on this 120Hz and variable refresh rate screen. There's some light bleed, but it's not noticeable unless it's a dark scene. It gets plenty bright, good enough for outdoor playing under the shade. I do wish it get dimmer for those late night gaming sessions. For that, the Steam Deck is still king. What impressed me even more are the speakers. These are some of the best handheld speakers I've heard, beating the Steam Deck. The front-facing speakers also mean sounds feel more natural. It's good enough that I prefer watching anime or YouTube videos on it over my phone if I'm not using a headphone. In terms of ergonomics, the placement of secondary buttons is great. I have no problem reaching any buttons. Fingerprint scanner is reliable. I like the placement of the volume rockers. Though it's a preference thing, I like having the micro SD card slot on top. The face buttons felt okay when pressed. Could be better as I prefer more tactile feedback. The buttons don't feel cheap, but it's a bit shallow, in particular the shoulder triggers. They make a moderate amount of noises when pressed. The 2 analog sticks could also use some more resistance. I've read people have problems with dead zone on this, So far, I haven't had those issues with mine. Battery life's been decent, though I don't generally play AAA games on handheld, mostly emulations, Bishoujo game, and visual novel PC games. So your mileage may vary. It does have fast charging, handy for topping up on the go. PC gaming on it has been solid for me. I've been playing the Riser game, and it runs smoothly. Visual novel PC game runs fine, even on silent mode, though more demanding titles would require bumping up the TDP, setting the mode to performance or turbo. Game streaming is another area where the Ally excels in. With a strong Wi-Fi connections at home, I've been getting solid gameplay streaming Game Pass games. As for emulations, this is a dream machine for fans. I've been playing up to PS2, PSP, and Vita game without problems. From what I've seen and read, it can handle up to 7-gen console without issues. I haven't tried emulating PSV or Switch game on it, but pretty sure it can handle those as well if you put it on turbo mode. I still prefer the smaller retro gaming handheld when emulating older generations, but it is a great feeling to know there's now one device that can play everything from Famicom Nintendo to PSV games. I also got to try some Vita title on it, and you guess it, the Saikano game, or the Kami game that is. I'll share more gameplay footage in my full review. Subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified when it comes out. Whet your appetite. Also, to celebrate the new Sailor Moon anime film coming out, here's some footage from some classic Sailor Moon games. The ROG Ally is a complete gaming handheld. It can play all the Bishoujo games under the sun, and you'll be over the moon doing so. To sweeten the deal, at $6.99 US, it's a great value. Even a better steal for Canadians with the $8.99 Canadian price tag given the exchange rate. I look forward to play more games on it over the next few weeks, and then share more of my thoughts on this awesome device in my full review. Hope to see you again then. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.
Face